Hey everyone, today we are back in the weekly pack, and let me tell you, this weekly is something special. I usually say that when there's the absence of like the meta scalers. Well, this pack, things get pretty scary again in the late game, as is tradition, but the reason it's special is because of a certain combo, kind of like last week, how we had the Pug and Lucky Cat combo that you can use to kind of carry your team for tempo, use the extra gold generation to really set your team up for success later. Either use it to pivot or use it to invest further in the pets you have. Me personally, I'm all about the pivots. I'm all about setting your team up to basically sell every pet on your team, bring in a bunch of high tier pets, and then see if you can win the game. A lot of times, it's not even to make my team stronger. My team gets weaker by doing that, but it's just really fun just kind of going through the whole cycle of pets. And yeah, let's hop straight into it. So it's all about the turn 3 level ups. That's where it starts. There's a couple really good pets you can take. One of them being the Patagonian Mara, just for the trumpet generation, the tempo. There is trumpets and strawberries are the two synergies this week. So there's plenty of trumpet pets that you can put in front of the Patagonian Mara and very quickly get to 10 plus trumpets. As you see the opposing groundhog there into the Patagonian Mara. I think they had the pied tamarin too, so they're using the trumpets, but good example there of the tempo. Very surprised I passed the Cardinal. I was taking the Cardinal a lot this week. I don't know if the clips are going to make a video. I'm doing at least one more video, maybe two more weekly videos. I've been going crazy with it, but I'm trying to get the bulk of the glory out in this video today. So if you're interested in the weekly at all, or you're wondering what else you can do in the weekly, and you haven't found the Red Panda line, you're in the right place. We're going to see it in all of its glory. So it's all about looking for food dogs. That's what I'm looking for. I'm very surprised I haven't hit any yet, but I don't really care about not finding any necessarily at this point. You don't really need them early. Getting them early just helps, right? If we found a food dog on the turn 3 or 4 level up, we would have the additional health on the Patagonian Mara and other tier 3s. Maybe we can pivot in to help for tempo. Now we brought in the Abomination just to help for tempo as well. Very high base stats. If we find another food dog or two here, then we can certainly go for level 2 Abomination, but I'm not too concerned with it. Now that I've rolled a couple times and bought a Patagonian Mara, I just want to freeze food dogs. I'll be surprised if I buy this. I should use the porridge on the food dog or the Patagonian Mara actually. So food dog and Patagonian Mara are most likely going to be the last two pets I sell in this pivot. Now, at this point, we're ending turn 6, going into turn 7. I would be very surprised if I buy anything in the shop except for food dogs and waffles. If I find a Patagonian Mara, I might save it, potentially for the last 3 gold on turn 8. But at this point, you're going to see me freeze waffles. I want to find the Mara, or the food dog level up, and then spam these waffles to the ground. And of course, any lobster as well. Lobster is the other exception I forgot about. So lobster, food dog, turn 6 and 7. Buy as many as you can. The whole goal is to save your hearts so you can survive these rounds. You're most likely just going to lose these couple rounds unless you got a good, Patagonian Mara setup, a good tempo setup. But more than likely, you'll go down to 3, 2, or 1 hearts. And what are you looking for in the level up? Not much really, because you want to get your food dog scaling, so we don't really care about the pet we just got. But a shoe bill shows up, and that's not bad because if we start finding red pandas next turn, we can start scaling them with the shoe bill. So it kind of adds to that seamless pivot, immediately get the scaling going. You're going to see these red pandas have so much health, I don't know what to do with it. But things become pretty clear pretty fast, and you're going to see why. I'm sure I put it in the title or thumbnail. Actually, RevGT just had a Yellow Boxfish video. I did not watch it before this. I'm actually going to go watch it pretty soon on my lunch break here. I'm actually squeezing this recording in early because I was super excited for it. I just wanted to get it done, so I am procrastinating to get this done. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. And the shoe bills keep showing up. I don't know if I want to take them though, but at this point I committed to it. Might as well go for level 2. And I have the strawberry jam frozen. I can throw it on this front one that I stacked with the food dog scaled health. So now at least I'm getting something, but I should reiterate. There are two methods or two final teams I'm going for here. One of them is full red panda team. So basically it's that hidden 5 of a kind. I want to buy 5 red pandas in 5 slots and have 5 different tier 6 pets that are not in this pack. So it's winning with only pets that are not in the pack. You're going to see these Nialas, these crazy things, but the red panda is distracted by the Vulture Eagle. So because I haven't found any red pandas yet with, I don't know, we've done probably 7 rolls or so, I decide, okay, it's Vulture Eagle time. I can immediately get the strawberry on it with the level 2 shoebill. When you get to this point in the run, I committed to the level 2 shoebill, no red pandas yet, strawberry jam frozen, chocolate frozen. I decided, hey, I just got to use it on something. So the Vulture Eagle is, or sorry, I'm going to keep calling it the Vulture. I get the name confused so much. I called anglerfish piranha recently in a video and was rightfully called out for that. I don't know how I got that one confused, except I guess they're just blue. I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. Dabba dee dabba die. Something like that. Is that how it goes? So look at these options. What would you take here? What would you take knowing we're going to be looking for more red pandas? These red pandas are at a 418, or if they get lobster buffed, a 620 stat line. What would you take? And let me tell you, the Yellow Boxfish is the perfect setup for this. And yeah, that Patagonian Mara, that is a great combo with the Egyptian Vulture. Obviously, that's not going to stay. Oh, check that. It's going now. We are going the Egyptian Vulture Yellow Boxfish combo. And let me tell you, it is absolutely glorious. Look at this. We hit another boxfish. But I decided, you know what? I can find chocolates and level up the boxfish. If you look, it's turn 11. We have 3 trophies, 1 heart. We have a very long ways to go in this game. So I decided to take Sunfish. I figure I can have Sunfish for a turn here. If I find more red pandas, I can just sell the Sunfish, buy another. But maybe I keep it on the team. Maybe the next red panda I find, I just sell the lobster, buy a red panda in the final slot. And we figure out what to do with the Sunfish later. Immediately, Sunfish seems to be giving us some good action. And look at what's going on here. Our level 2 shoebill that has very low attack, high health, gets changed to a 2020 stat line. So we're losing 8 HP, we're gaining 9 health. It's a +1 net stat. And the fact that we're getting the attack, I think, is a great benefit. So we're essentially taking base stat units that we've shop scaled with the Food Dog earlier in the run. Basically taking these base stat units and making them 2020 pets. Of course, we're just working to scale our Egyptian Vulture. Decide to throw a strawberry jam out there just in case we don't find more strawberries later, so I don't miss a turn on the shoebill scaling. So Sunfish might be here to stay, and it makes sense because we are not finding any more red pandas. Very, very scary going a whole turn like that rolling. I think that was a 9 roll turn there. No chocolates, only 1 strawberry jam. They have a 2020 monkey. We can match it with our boxfish hitting the shoebill. There is the red panda. So yeah, we're on an odd turn. Of course we're not selling the Sunfish. And what would you take here? I'm not going to lie, it's a pretty easy decision. The Terror Bird is super tempting because we could just give permanent peanuts to all this very high health pets. So in almost any other case, I would have taken Terror Bird there. It would have gone crazy. I'm just going to spoil some of the bonus clips. We got peanuts, or I should say peanut butter, action coming with a very similar setup to this team. It's kind of funny how it all worked out. So that's going to be one of the first bonus clips after this main run with the peanut butter action. So if you're really bummed and you're like, man, why didn't you take the Terror Bird? Don't worry, I make up for it soon. Let's check out this Wolverine. It's an odd turn, turn 13. The Sunfish is going to activate and snipe everything in front of it. So the Sunfish is going to hurt all of our pets, which means we're going to have 3 pets hurt on our Wolverine activation. 4th pet on the first attack, we instantly get our Wolverine activation. Of course, the Boxfish hits the shoebill again. The shoebill, since it got a little bit of scaling, or since we leveled it up, it's a little bit higher health than the other 2, the Wolverine and the Sunfish. So it would be nice to throw like some waffles and whatnot, maybe on the Wolverine to get it up there. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we want the shoebill to be activated, right? Because we want the weakest pets in the backline. So I don't know. I'm kind of rambling here and maybe figuring out that what I'm saying is not the best thing. But yeah, I thought this combo was amazing. So let's summarize. We have Egyptian Vulture in the front, activating the Yellow Boxfish. The Yellow Boxfish in almost any case is just going to hit the Egyptian Vulture again. But if not, it's going to hit our Shoebill. If it does hit one of their pets, like it might hit one of their pets here. Nope, 27 health. Actually, it might hit their Platy. Look at that. If it does hit one of their pets, it's going to benefit us because it's going to reduce their stats. If it does hit one of our pets, it's going to benefit us because it's going to raise our attack to where we can KO their units. So we have high health to where we survive, get the activations we need, and check this out. 7 trophies, 1 heart remaining. I pivot off the scaling because our Egyptian Vulture is pretty high enough stats. I'm like, you know what? This is good enough. Alpaca is amazing if you hit it with one of your first, what am I trying to say? One of your first red panda hits, if it's Alpaca, amazing. Every other red panda you bring in gets 1.5 experience. I had that one run. It was glorious. I don't know if it made the bonus clips. It might have. There's a lot of bonus clips. So yeah, we decided to just get the cycle going. I'm very surprised. There was another pet in that previous option that was decent. The White Tiger. I could have had the Egyptian Vulture level up. I guess I determined I really didn't need all the level ups on the Vulture and the Boxfish. It would have been nice to get one of them to level 2. Like if I find a chocolate right there for this Vulture and get it level 2, I think that's pretty good enough. Getting the 2 activations, I don't know. Sometimes when you go crazy, like if you go level 3 Yellow Boxfish with Mushroom, more than likely you're just going to be hitting the same units. It's kind of weird how it all works out. I don't know if I'm doing the best job explaining it, but it'll just keep hitting the same units over and over. And yeah, there we go. We hit our Egyptian Vulture, which is kind of the worst case scenario. It's kind of the only thing I feel like that can hurt us. But if that's the case, that probably means their team is not that strong because their frontline unit wasn't that strong. So yeah, hopefully it's a good sign for us. And I actually decided to throw the chocolate on the Boxfish. It's kind of one of my rules during these runs that any chocolate I saw, I would throw on a red panda unit just because we couldn't find those pets in the shop. So yeah, that's my reasoning for that. And look, we find the Egyptian Vulture in the shop. We find more red panda, more chocolate. We can do more things. As you can tell, I am not happy with this mantis shrimp this last slot. I keep just cycling the last slot, just kind of for fun, for the memes, just to see if I find anything else. Between the Vulture Boxfish and the Sunfish Werewolf combos I have going on this team, what a unique team. I was absolutely shocked at how this whole run worked out. I was going for the Egyptian Vulture Boxfish combo. There's a couple pets I was looking for to really see if it would work out. And this was one of them, and yeah, it worked out way better than I even thought. Partially because of the Foo Dog scaling, right? It's just kind of the perfect storm. I think that was the name of the title of my last video. But yeah, let's see what we get on this last red panda hit here. Honestly, not the best options. Stego, actually, I think all 3 of these pets are in the pack. One of my rules as well for this red panda shenanigans was if I hit a pet that's in the pack, I can't take the pet, or I should say I have to take one of the other pets. But in the case where it's 3 pets, right, I'm gonna take one of them. I guess I could have skipped and just left it as a red panda. That would have been fitting. But of course, the Stegosaurus, you might as well. Any pet that's a Stego's gonna hit, the Boxfish is just gonna reduce its stats down, so I don't really care that much. Just kind of hoping it hits the Vulture, to be honest. It hits the Wolverine. Honestly, whatever. Not the biggest deal. First attack, we get our Wolverine activation. Our Boxfish activated first and reduced their stats. Then the Wolverine reduced their stats further. Now our Boxfish can trade. And yeah, it's just such an easy cleanup. You see the 2020 stat lines. I mean, what fun. This is like the most fun I've had in a weekly pack in a long time. And I had a ton of fun last week, but just getting that gambit going. And I should say, there's no audio in these battles here. Actually, check that. It sounds like we do have a little audio. I originally had music in these clips. Okay, yeah. No audio in these battles, so sorry about that. Yeah, just gonna bring in a little music here for a couple minutes, and then we'll get back to the normal clips. But One of the reasons I don't have audio is because I did these next few runs here with Sneaky Brusk, and I don't know why, I just don't pay enough attention when we're recording. We're just vibing out, having a good time. So it recorded our voice audio, and it did like a double voice recording. So the audio was just totally messed up for this. So I just decided to silence it all. We'll bring in the music. And we hit another Yellow Boxfish. So what I actually did was, Sneaky Brusk doesn't have a lot of time in our sessions. And we actually play other games. We play a lot of FPS games because he's an OG Counter-Strike player. He's very, very good at shooter games. So it's a lot of fun playing with somebody who's great at those games to kind of carry you along and you just be a great teammate. But yeah, when we play, especially for these weekly runs, I don't want to spend a lot of time with him just setting up the team. So I get the runs to the point where it's ready to pivot, and then I just pause the run. So I set one up on my main account, I set one up on my alt account, which is actually the second time I've ever played my alt account. The only reason I have an alt account is because I made it when my account got frozen because of a bug. I literally could not play the game on my main account. And I think it was like that for 2 or 3 days before I think it was Arcuni could go in and fix it. So yeah, just made an alt account to keep the vibes going in the meantime. Check out this battle if you haven't been paying attention. They have 2 level 3 caterpillars with Okra. Okra is not in the pack, so they had to get the painted terrapin level 2 pillet. They have the green sea turtle. This is an absolutely devastating combo. We have one big unit on the team, this one big level 2 Harpy Eagle. All the other units are kind of just the high health. You see the Boxfish in the back there. So this is probably one of the biggest counters to our team. Very, very scary. But the synergy of the team between the Bakunawa, you saw the snake combo we had. This Boxfish forcing it onto our very, very low base stat Bakunawa. What a good team, and it actually loses. I was shocked. So let's jump into the next one real quick. This is on my alt account, so you see I have the other background. I have little dashes around my name. So I wasn't sure if this was going to be like different matchmaking and stuff, because this is basically a new account. But look at the combo we have going right now. Look how glorious this is. It is Vulture Eagle, Eagle Owl. In almost any case, I would have made this the main run, but between the audio being messed up and it being on my alt account, I was like, you know what? Let's show more of the memes and the glory of like the fun synergy in the main run. This run, I mean, I think this is one of the greatest things I've ever done in a weekly pack, honestly. This Vulture Eagle, Eagle Owl, we got this Eagle Owl on turn 10. So it's at 4 or 5 battles right now. We have a White Tiger level 1.5. I'm very surprised I didn't throw that chocolate on the White Tiger, but you see we have a level 2 Walrus. And what Sneaky Brusk and I were thinking is we want this Walrus to hit the Vulture Eagle, because we want the Vulture Eagle to guarantee KO. We want to see as many Eagle Owl activations as possible. We rip the pill. Wait for it. We rip the pill and it hits the other 2 pets. Now, I'll just tell you right now, we were not happy about this. I think this is the best case scenario. The White Tiger is not going to get buffed at all. The Eagle Owl does not buff itself. The Eagle Owl will buff the Vulture Eagle and the 2 pets behind it. So I just need to find 2 more pets. That's kind of like a spoiler / summary for what's going to happen here, because let me tell you, it's insane. It's insane. And you see the battle here, we go down to 1 heart. Super risky. So we actually had that 1 red panda. That's the only thing we bought last turn. I think we actually leveled up the White Tiger too. So we have level 2 White Tiger. Now we have level 3 Vulture Eagle and Eagle Owl. Let's see what happens here. 20-30 stat line. Yeah, we are getting 15-15. It's a 5 battle Eagle Owl level 3. 15-15 to 3 pets, but we only have 2 pets to buff. Look at this. We are healing way more than the damage we are taking. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of like the Elephant Triceratops 2 squad team where the elephant hits the Triceratops and then self-heals itself. There was another battle. Was it in the main run? It might be coming up soon here. I'm not sure, but there was a battle where I run into an opponent that has a different self-healing setup. It's so glorious. I'm so happy when I run into those teams and see them. It just makes me smile, right? Like the self-healing concept, it's so funny. Your pet gets a knockout, something happens behind the pet, and then your pet gets healed. And you're like, yes, let's keep going. And yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is the glory right here. This is it. So we got the 3 activations there. The Eagle Out itself would have done another buff and buffed the Warthog and Cerberus further once the Vulture Eagle faints. Of course, it would have guaranteed a KO with the Peanut Butter unless the opposing team had the Melons active. And yeah, we had a Warthog in the back, which we didn't even need. I thought that was hilarious. We kind of cycled some of the pets in the end. I would have liked to show those whole turns, but these turns are very long, especially playing with Sneaky Brusk. What I did was anytime we had a red panda option, like you see on the screen right here, we have 3 choices. Phoenix, Real Velo, Theriznosaurus. I would give Sneaky Brusk a little bit of info, but I would try not to bias it too much, and I would just say, tell me what to pick. You know, it's your decision. You're kind of picking what the final team's going to look like. I definitely had to convince him to take the Boxfish the last turn, but it's partially just explaining so he understands it fully. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, I do these runs here. I'm in my own little world. I'm trying to min-max all the red pandas, getting the coolest thing. Here, Dragon, not interested in Dragon. Rockhopper Penguin already in the pack. I have to pick Philippine Eagle. I kind of just defaulted to it. But the fact that Rockhopper Penguin is in the pack, I think I instantly realized I can get some activations here. I can actually get some activations on the Philippine Eagle. I should put it towards the back of my team. I don't think I care that much at this point, or I don't fully recognize it. It would be cool if the Golden Retriever counted as a jump. It jumps into battle. Let's see here. Nope, I thought this was going to be the battle. We're going to see a jump here, so I want to make sure I see it and I don't miss it. Because, yeah, all these runs you see, we just keep cycling in pets. They have a Sumatran Tiger, and there it is. Our Philippine Eagle sent out a buff at the start of battle after the Sumatran Tiger jumped. Oh, man, I almost lost it there. And, yeah, you see the stats on the team here. When you get that shoe bill scaling going and you can start throwing pretzels. Pretzels are perfect for this combo as well. There's so many little things that just work out perfect for trying to do these red pandas. Of course, the Foo Dog. It's just so broken. You get that high HP saber-toothed tiger like we have on our team. You could potentially spawn some really big mammoths. At this point, I would have sold the Philippine Eagle, but I actually scaled it with the shoe bill a little bit. You see the strawberry it has on it. Decided to finally sell the shoe bill, but yeah, we get rid of the Real Velo because there's no point in it unless I hit something else that gives equipment. I'm not taking a green sea turtle because it's in the pack, so yeah, no point in having a Real Velo, although that's one of the best pets in the game, right? Kind of funny how it works out. Level 2 Sabertooth, yeah, amazing. Considering we have this high health, we're going to get 2 mammoths to give 4 more attack. That's 50% more attack for our backline. It's huge. When you consider the amount of health we have, we're most likely going to survive multiple attacks. So any extra attack we can give our pets is just going to be magnified. Kind of scary team here buffing themselves, but our summons can chip through the reindeer. We trade with their big ant. Our Cerberus trades with their other big unit. And yeah, look at our fly. Our fly looks kind of weak in the beginning, but then a 1339 stat line is pretty huge. So what else do we got? We're going to keep it going. You see it, I hit Wolverine again, and I actually have a great little synergy going here with Wolverine, the Harpy Eagle again to provide the extra summons and extra hurt triggers. Oh no, I was just talking the Wolverine up. So I think the main reason I sold the Wolverine is because I already had a Wolverine in the run, and I had the Black Rhino going in this. Black Rhino, one of the strongest pets in the game. You see, I have Big Boar as well. So if this boar can just mow through the enemy team, that combined with the Harpy Eagle, I'm thinking maybe I can get two Black Rhino triggers here. It's really hard to get 2 Black Rhino triggers because usually when you get the first one, you're probably just going to win the battle if it's level 2 or 3. The snipes are so devastating, you really can't keep up. So I decided, okay, let's just go in on the snipe synergy. We bring in the snake, not going for as many activations as possible. I think I sold the octopus because I wanted to go for more activations and less snipes. But yeah, we hit the snake, and the snake boar combo is too good. I mean, look at that. What an absolute joke. You just make a complete mockery of the game. I thought the boar velociraptor combo, the boar velociraptor Black Rhino combo was amazing there. Unfortunately, didn't get all the strawberries going. Oh, and here it is, the self-healing Vulture Eagle. The Vulture Eagle with the Markhor that scales based on the trumpet generation. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's amazing. And kind of like using the shoe bill to scale these red pandas early, you can just simply bring in a Markhor and a Nyala. You put a Nyala in the front, Markhor in second position, you have 3 red panda pets behind it, and then boom, you're scaling your red pandas. And then at a certain point, you just sell both the Nyala and the Markhor and move on with your life. So we got another big pivot here. A couple more bonus clips. I actually think this might be the final bonus clip here. I think I just cut it up a little bit, cut out some of the fluff. So we're going to watch it a little bit, and then we're going to bring in the music and ride off into the sunset. So you see here, I'm kind of a mix. I have a Vulture Eagle on the team, but I don't have scaling going on it. And I have the Highland Cow. Can we find more red pandas? It'll be interesting to see. So look, I'm not committing to Vulture Eagle. I'm committing to Highland Cow. The Vulture Eagle actually is not the red panda scaled, and there it is. So now we find the extra Vulture Eagle. We can easily just sell down the team. We have a Highland Cow, which is very good with the health scaling. Gorilla, also very good with the health scaling. You would think, yeah, Gorilla, you probably want high attack. Well, high health is the most important thing on the Gorilla because it guarantees, or almost guarantees, that you're going to get your coconut. And essentially, you're going to be doubling your attack that way because you're going to get a free hit. Or I should say, maybe even tripling. Maybe it's like a factor, maybe it's by like a third, because if you survive the first hit, you're guaranteed to get the second hit anyway, but the coconut guarantees you survive the second hit. Anyway, with all that being said, we're going to ride off into the sunset. So this is a little bait. You see I unfroze the Vulture Eagle. We're going to sell it off. We're going to commit to the red panda. With all that being said, if you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one. Am I just your little secret? I didn't hear the sirens. I didn't want to see the warning signs, and now I pay the price, yeah. Oh, I should've known. It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say my name. It hits me like a tidal wave. It hits me like a tidal wave. A tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. I was so blind, waiting patient on the shoreline. Now you're leaving, but I know you got your reasons too. I didn't hear the sirens. I didn't want to see the warning signs, and now I pay the price, yeah. Oh, I should've known. It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say my name. It hits me like a tidal wave. It hits me like a tidal wave. A tidal wave.
falling down these lies again.